My opinion on gay marriage is that it shouldn't be legalised, not for religious basis, but on the basis that marriage in itself is a flawed concept. So it shouldn't be with government, it shouldn't be with the legal system. It's something that shouldn't be perpetuated, it should be steered away from, because it's a horrible and nasty thing.
So you're saying heterosexuals shouldn't be married either?
They can get married if they so choose, but we shouldn't have to get married to participate in certain legal requirements.
So if heterosexuals can get married if they choose, can gay people get married if they choose?
Well, they can get married today, it's just not legally recognised.
But you're saying a gay marriage shouldn't be legal, but heterosexual marriage should be still legal?
No, I think heterosexual marriage shouldn't be recognised by the law at all. I don't think marriage should be with the law. I think it's something it's a ritual that happens, and it's something that's done personally. You do it by choice. You shouldn't be forced into doing it.
Marriage?
Well, marriage is a way of fortune telling, because what you do is you go to a priest and you say, yes, we're going to be in love to the rest of our lives. And that's the problem with marriage, because as humans we're supposed to grow, we're supposed to become more than what we are today. That's the point of the human experience. And when you get married, you're not allowed to grow, because you don't want to grow away from this person that you have this contract with. So you're miserable with this person because you can't go to where you want to be, and that's the problem with marriage.
I have a question. I'm watching you slide between. Let's say the Christian idea of marriage, where two people go to a priest, like you said, or vicar, whatever, and then they get married in the sense of committing themselves to each other in front of witnesses. That's quite different. That aspect of marriage is quite different to the legally binding contract, which you can only get out of by getting officially divorced.
So that's more recreational. That's something you do personally, and that's something that shouldn't be recognised by law.
You can say spiritual. You can be married to somebody in terms of, and this is a very medieval idea, that if two people made a public commitment to each other, they were regarded as married, and the idea of that was to have a couple who would procreate, bring up children. That would be their sort of little family unit. And the idea of declaring your love for somebody else in public, we still have, but we also have on top of it a layer of law which primarily exists to safeguard, I guess, the rights of children, to safeguard the property of the woman before marriage, because once a woman's goods became her husband's in marriage, and the law has been changed to protect a woman's goods and money and possessions, so that a husband hasn't got an automatic right to them. So the legal aspect of marriage seems to me to be a very good thing.
But I don't think. No, you're saying that people should be recognised to be together, but I'm saying you shouldn't have to be married in itself. You can be recognised as a de facto couple.
Yeah, sure.
You don't have to partake in the ceremony.
Yeah, I totally take that. And if a couple wanted to take that extra step of getting legally married, so that the rights of each partner, whether they're a heterosexual couple or a homosexual couple, it doesn't matter at all, but that the rights of the two partners were declared in law, like each other's superannuation, each other's house or whatever they had before the marriage, and if they're a gay couple that have children, then the rights of the children are looked after.
Right.
That's an aspect of marriage that I think is really important, and I think that's what really society is talking about. Gay marriage is a good thing because it gives legal protection to the two gay people. Whether they're two men or two women, doesn't matter a bit, but it gives them legal rights and legal protections they don't have if they simply make a commitment to each other.
Right. Well, I still think you can be recognised as a de facto couple, but the whole concept of marriage, I know what you're saying, how they can be recognised together for life, but why do you need marriage in itself?
Legal structures to uphold if you sort of recognise that union, and I think that those structures, like you said, were family and the idea of property, and I think that the idea of that union kind of institutionalises certain forms of family that I don't think are necessary.
Yeah, that's the danger, isn't it? That the legal requirements start to have problems of their own.
They do, and they instill a mentality and an almost binding agreement of how you structure your familial familial relations.
Yes, but the idea of a legal protection I find sort of like quite, I don't know, nice. Like it's a security thing. And laws can be changed. It used to be, as I said, the law in the 19th century up until I think about the middle of the 19th century in countries like England was that if a woman marries, her money and goods are her husband's. That's pathetic.
But you two are touching on things that are incredibly important, and I'd suggest you have never studied why marriage has an... Hang on, let me finish.
No, that's the point of this. What you're saying right now, this is an open forum so people can speak, but it's not about my opinions, it's about other people's opinions. I don't want to be opinionated and yelled upon you.
All right, but I'm suggesting to you it would be a good idea to go away and have a long look at how marriage has evolved as an institution in societies all around the world with different religions, no religions. There's been a social basis for it, and it's a social basis that these two are talking about.
The social basis has been sexism.
It's what is important. And
Yeah, good point.
You look at that, you're missing the key issue.
You're saying that if we don't have marriage, then people aren't going to go out and buy houses, they're going to get mortgages.
No. Look, I'll say it again. What these two are saying, and what I believe is important, is that marriage has evolved, regardless of religion. Religion is tacked on. Regardless of religion, it's evolved because it was important for the societies in which it grew up, it developed, and it was important for protecting women, for protecting children, and protecting weaker women. No, from the men, and protecting weaker men from stronger men.